Hey guys, it's TRZ and welcome back to some Grow Castle. This is the beginner's guide, so let's start off with our leaders. My leader currently is 0, but as a beginner I start off with Din, then I went to Tony. Din wasn't doing anything for me. Tony, on the other hand, he's good as long as you increase the maximum value of the crystals by 19. Once you reach that, I would stop leveling up Tony because he doesn't really do too much for you after a while, but he does give you more crystals so you can collect more and do more with. My next leader, and this is the one that I would start off with, and that's Solar. Solar increases all fire elements damage by 5%. So keep that in mind as we go through our heroes and why we picked them. So the first 3 heroes I would focus on are the witches. The witches, at the beginning they're good till I would say mid. They're alright, and then later on down the line they're not worth it anymore. That's why I quit upgrading them. But at the beginning they're very useful, just because your archer trio at the beginning won't be as good at the start off, but in the mid to late they actually get better the higher you upgrade them. So this is where the witch trio comes in handy, because it gives you that support till your archers are fully strong enough to handle it without you getting as much damage. So we got our Dorothy, which is obviously we got the fire promoted to fire, which is good. We got Alice also promoted to fire, which is another good, come in handy. Lisa promoted to fire, which is very good. It comes in another handy. And another fire element I would work on is Flame Org. As you can see, he's fire promoted hero as well, and he creates volcanoes dealing 800% damage. Now let's get to our pure wizard. As you can see, pure wizard starts off as white mage, but promoted to pure wizard. Reason why I didn't stay with pure sorcerer, even though I had her or him currently, is heroes. Pure Sorcerer's heroes MP cost minus 10% for 5 seconds, reduce cooldown of heroes by 5 seconds. Even though that sounds good for both worlds, but I'd rather have the reduced cooldown of heroes by 6 seconds, even though it's a 1 second difference. And you will see a lot of that between the promotions, where you'll see 1.5 seconds or 2 seconds or 1 second differential between the two. And I will do a quick battle after I go through all the heroes that you should start off with and pick, and as a beginner, and you'll see the reason where that 1 second, 1.5 second, and 2 second difference makes when the waves come as you get higher. So that was pure wizard. Another one that I would focus on as well is this one over here. He starts off as monster's defense minus 110% for 5 seconds. Also, I promote him to that one in Dark Nightmare, just because Dark Nightmare monster attacks minus 30% for 5 seconds. Monster's defense is minus 110% for 5 seconds. Sounds really good to have, but the reason I don't like it is because monsters attack. Even though if you lower the monster's attack, it's better off to have lower monster's defense, because in that case scenario means that you could kill them a lot quicker before you even get any damage involved. So that's why I went with this one. I went monster's defense minus 154% for 5 seconds. It makes it easier, quicker, take less damage. Another hero I would focus on is Priest. As you can see, I've promoted him. I didn't go with Bishop just because hero's attack speed is 50% for 5 seconds, increased town archer damage by 100% for 5 seconds. Sounds really good, but I went with this one just because in the long run, your ton archers are going to be the ones that do the most damage, and you would want them to be the strongest ones. So in that case, I went with this one, which increases your town archer damage by 120% for 5 seconds. Last but not least is your archer trio. So the one that everyone keeps talking about is this archer trio. So the archer trio, as you can see, I start off with archer, then I promoted him to Dark Ranger. I didn't go with Dark Bowmaster just because shoot many arrows dealing 800% for 5 seconds, where shoot many arrows dealing 800% damage for 7 seconds. Again, these 1.1 second, 1.5 second, 2 second differential you see with the promotions doesn't make a huge difference down the line. So that's why I went with those 2 seconds. Means 2 seconds more of 800% damage. And next one in line is Dark Hunter. As you can see, he starts off as Hunter, promote him Dark Hunter. I didn't go with Sniper just because he's a Town Archer, attack speed 200% for 5 seconds. Again, that 1.5 second differential between Sniper and Dark Hunter makes a huge difference in the long run. With the higher waves you get, the longer it takes to beat. And you'll see that as soon as I'm done going through these heroes. I'm going to play a quick battle and you'll see the differential. Next in line is Dark Elf. So Dark Elf starts off with Elf. I didn't make him White Elf just because White Elf focuses only on MP. So this is where you might see at points where your MP is taking a lot more and you're like, oh, I need more MP, I don't need no HP. But I would stay focused on your HP. HP is always the main concern, because that's where if you lose or if you're getting attacked, that's the HP is the one that's gonna make the huge differential. Where your MP, you can always add things in your treasure to get MP. It's not a big deal. So the reason why I went is because obviously White Elf focuses on MP, where Dark Elf focuses on HP and MP. And this is the great thing about him, because you get good from both sides. HP steal is 10% of damage, HP stolen per hit, plus MP steal 10% damage, MP stolen per hit. And last but not least, Archer Trio. So this is where it is, the plus 50% attack speed of archers on either side of the hero. But I would rather have Dark Ranger in the front, because he's going to be your strongest hero in the long run. As you can see, Dark Elf in the middle, Dark Hunter in the far end. So let's get down to a battle. As you can see, the longer it takes, like I got my archers going, I got my little stone giants, I got some wizards, got my pure wizard, heal them up real quick, get that cooldown, got my archer trio. And you can see like the 1.5 seconds, the 1 second, the 2 seconds, it does make a huge difference in the long run, because the higher waves you get, the longer it kind of takes to win. So you would want those 1.5 seconds, 2.5 seconds, or 2 seconds do make a huge difference. So as you can see, your battle result, your town archers are going to be weapon of choice. They're 55% of the battle result. That's why when you're upgrading your archer and your castle, I would prefer to do like a 1-to-3 or 1-to-4 ratio. 1-to-4 is a little pushy, but 1-to-3 is not too bad. Even though mine is my castle's at 5,465 compared to my archers are at 21,000, doing 11,000 damage, which they're gonna be my strongest. They're the ones that keep me going, even though my HP is not that high as it should be for the waves I'm currently at. But my town archers are very strong, so they do put in that work. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below what your setup is. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let me know if you want more commentary videos like this one. Deuces!